So, you're staring at that blank document, the cursor blinking like a judgmental eye, and all you can think is, where do I even begin? Trust me, we've all been there. Research papers can feel like this massive undertaking, full of jargon and obscure rules. But here's the thing, a research paper isn't some mythical beast reserved for academics in ivory towers. It's a story, your story, backed by evidence and logic. In this video, we're going to demystify the research paper. We'll go step by step breaking down each stage of the process, from choosing your topic to that glorious moment when you hit submit. So grab your notebooks, a warm beverage of your choice, and let's get started. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's take a step back and ask, what even a research paper? It's more than just a document, it's a formal way of exploring a problem and offering a solution. Think of it like this. You see something in the world that needs fixing, something that makes you curious, something you want to understand better. Whether you're tackling climate change, diving into the complexities of the human brain, or exploring the history of your hometown, a research paper is your way of contributing to a larger conversation. It's about asking questions, finding answers, and sharing what you've learned with the world. And trust me, that's a pretty awesome thing to do. Choosing a research topic is kind of like finding the perfect first date. Exciting, maybe a little daunting, but ultimately it all comes down to finding the right match. You want a topic that sparks your curiosity, something you're genuinely interested in, because trust me, you're going to be spending a lot of time with this topic. But it's not just about passion, you also need a topic that's researchable. Instead of the history of music, maybe it's the influence of jazz on the civil rights movement. Make sure there are enough resources and existing research out there to build upon. So you've got your topic. Congratulations. Now it's time to put on your detective hat and dive into the world of existing research. This is where tools like Google Scholar, JSTOR, and PubMed become your best friends. Think of it like a treasure hunt, where you're searching for the gems of knowledge that will inform your own research. As you sift through articles and studies, keep an eye out for gaps in the research, contradictions, or emerging trends. Tools like Zotero and Mendeley are lifesavers when it comes to organizing your findings. Chapter 4. Defining the problem and objectives. Setting your sights. You've done your research, you've explored the existing literature, and now it's time to zero in on the heart of your paper, the research problem and objectives. Ask yourself, what specific issue am I addressing? Why does it matter? What gap am I trying to fill? Chapter 5. Planning your methodology. Choosing your weapons of research. Think of your methodology as your research game plan. Will you be crunching numbers with quantitative methods like surveys and statistical analysis? Or will you delve into the world of qualitative research using interviews, focus groups, and observations to gather rich descriptive data? Choosing the right tools will make your research process smoother and more efficient. Chapter 6. Creating a timeline. Taming the time monster. Procrastination might be tempting, but trust me, creating a timeline is your secret weapon against the stress of deadlines. Break down your research process into manageable chunks: proposal writing, data collection, data analysis, writing, review, and submission. Even a simple Gantt chart in Excel can work wonders in keeping you on track. Chapter 7. Title page, abstract, and introduction. Setting the stage. Think of these sections as the opening act of your research paper. The title page is like the playbill, providing essential information like the title, authors, institution, and date. The abstract is your elevator pitch, a concise summary of your research purpose, methods, findings, and conclusions. Finally, the introduction is your chance to set the stage. Chapter 8. Methodology, Data Collection and Analysis, the Engine Room. This is where you roll up your sleeves and show your readers how you conducted your research. In the methodology section, clearly explain your research design, the population or sample you studied, your data collection process, the tools you used, and how you analyzed the data. Be transparent and detailed. You want other researchers to be able to follow your footsteps and potentially build upon your work. Chapter 9. Results. Letting the data speak. The moment of truth. This is where you present your findings without interpretation or bias. Stick to the facts. What did the numbers say? What patterns emerged? Use graphs, tables, and visuals to present your data in a clear and engaging way. Remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words, especially when it comes to complex data. Now it's time to put on your analytical hat and interpret the meaning of your results. Do your findings support or contradict previous studies? What insights or surprises emerged from your research? Discuss the practical implications of your findings. Every research study has limitations, and acknowledging them strengthens your credibility. You're almost there. In the conclusion, restate your research question, summarize your key findings, and reinforce the importance of your work. Suggest areas for future research, leaving your readers with lingering questions and a desire to explore further. If you have specific recommendations for policymakers, educators, or industry leaders, this is the place to share them. This section is all about giving credit where credit is due. Use a citation tool like Zotero or Mendeley to create a comprehensive list of references, ensuring that you're following the correct citation style, such as APA or MLA. And don't forget to acknowledge anyone who supported your research journey, whether it's your mentors, participants, or funding sources. Chapter 13, Ethics and Proofreading, the Finishing Touches. Before you hit that submit button, take a moment to double-check the ethical aspects of your research. Declare any conflicts of interest or ethical approvals you obtained. Finally, proofread. Use tools like Grammarly or Hemingway to catch any grammatical errors or awkward phrasing. Make sure your paper is polished and ready to impress. Chapter 14, Submission and Publication. Sharing your work with the world. It's time to share your hard work with the world. Submit your paper to an academic journal, university, or conference that aligns with your research topic. Include a compelling cover letter that highlights the significance of your work. Chapter 15, Final Thoughts. You did it! Congratulations, my friend. You've navigated the exciting and sometimes challenging world of research papers. Remember, research is a journey, not a destination. It's about asking questions, seeking answers, and contributing to the ever-growing body of knowledge. And who knows, your research paper might just be the key to someone else's breakthrough. Outro. Onwards to new discoveries. So we've reached the end of our research adventure, and I have to say, I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. But hey, before you go, I want to hear from you. What research topics are you passionate about? What challenges have you faced in writing research papers? Drop a comment below and let's continue this conversation. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more awesome content, and share this video with your fellow knowledge seekers. Until next time, stay curious, my friends.